In this video, I will show you what makes VHDP different from other hardware description languages. In the last video, I showed you how to create a blinking LED. Let's first see how you can do this a bit more intuitive. In the process, I add a thread. With this, your code can also run in several clock cycles to finish. So I can, for example, first turn the LED on, wait some time, turn the LED off, and wait again. Because the thread behaves like an endless loop, this creates a blinking LED. If you remember the last video, you know that I couldn't use a for loop for our delay counter. With a thread, this is also no problem. The syntax is a bit different from the parallel for and works just like a for loop in languages like C. You first declare the counter, set the condition to exit the loop, and increment the counter. After that, I turn off the LED, and let's see how this works with a while loop. I can use the counter created in the for loop and set this to 0. Then increment the counter when it hasn't reached the final value, and I can turn the LED on afterwards. When you want to execute something in a separate clock cycle, you can use a step like this. Otherwise, the compiler tries to execute assignments, if or case statements in one cycle together if possible. What you also have to consider if you are used to languages like C is that when you declare a variable at some place in the code, this can be used in the whole process. And also, when I don't use the for loop, the value set in the declaration is only set when the FPGA start is running. You can set the value below the declaration instead. The last thing I want to show you is, if you want to use the for and while loop that executes in one cycle, you can do this as well. Just write par_for and par_while instead. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video on VHDP programming.